Welcome to another FAQ Monday. I am your host, Fluff. If you have a question, feel free to leave them on down below in the comments or go on over to my Ask FM account thing and we'll get them answered. Not promptly. Maybe. First question. What is your least favorite and most favorite clean channel on a high gain amp? Oh man. There's a lot of least favorites on high gain amps. Okay, so high gain amps, if you're buying them for the clean channels, you're buying them for the wrong reasons. However, high gain amps, traditionally speaking, are pretty known for not having great clean channels. Recently it's been a thing to kind of buck that trend. The PV Invective has a great clean channel. The Orange Rock Reverb has an okay clean channel. So for my least favorite high gain amp clean channel, oh man, the amps that come to my mind are the 2-channel dual rectifier and the original PV5150. Those are terrible. I would have to say the original 2-channel dual rectifier is probably my least favorite clean channel. Although, it just goes to show that that's one of my favorite high gain amps. That's one of my favorite amplifiers of all time. The dual rectifier changed my life. And I can say that without hesitation. But good Lord, the clean channel on that is just atrocious, isn't it? The 90s one? Oh, man. It gets as clean as AC/DC. Back in black, As far as favorite clean channels go for high gain amplifiers, honestly, one of my favorite clean channels of any amplifier had to be my KSR Gemini amp. Kyle's clean tones are actually some of my favorite ever. And I actually miss that clean tone that I used to get a lot. So worst or least favorite, 90s dual rec clean channel. Most favorite clean channel on a high gain amp, KSR Gemini. Yeah, that sounds better. I'm gonna stick to those because what a difference, huh? If you could go back in time, what is one piece of advice you would give your younger self? I think we all kind of think about this a little bit. Honestly, I wouldn't. Okay, so the obvious answers are, go back in time and tell yourself to start a search engine, call it Google or start Apple or something like that. The irony of that is it wouldn't be the same company that we know now, because I think about this nerdy kind of stuff, Back to the Future kind of stuff. I wouldn't know how to run any kind of company like Google or Apple, so I wouldn't tell myself that. But what I would tell myself, I would go back to January 2006. I was homeless in Los Angeles, California, and I would tell myself, okay, listen, there's gonna be a website launching in a couple of months called YouTube. Get a camera. I don't care how you get it. Get a camera and start uploading guitar videos right away. The second that YouTube site comes online, start uploading guitar videos of any sort, gear related, lesson related, whatever. Just start uploading now. Get your butt home, get up and get out of Los Angeles and just go home and upload videos as soon as you can. That's what I would tell myself. And I know me, I would go, okay, first of all, you're not me, that's impossible. And then I would probably have a moment of realization. And then I would probably go, okay, I'll do it out of fear or something. Maybe I would threaten myself, I don't know. But that's what I would do. I would have started my YouTube channel years before I actually did. And I started it in 2011 and I still felt like I was late at that time. So yeah, that's actually probably the only thing I would do, because that's changed the course of my entire life. I wouldn't do anything else differently. Favorite pickups of all time? Honestly, it's not gonna surprise anybody. My favorite pickups of all time are absolutely the Fishmans for several reasons. But the Fishman Fluence stuff are my favorite pickups of all time. Here's why. Our tastes as guitarists are always changing and evolving, and we're always wanting to kind of check stuff out, right? Now with a normal pickup, if you want to check something out, you still can to your heart's content, although you have to unsolder stuff, and it's kind of cumbersome to change out a pickup depending on the guitar configuration that you have. With the Fishmans, if I'm just feeling something different, I just unplug the one that's in my guitar and plug in something else, and then I'm done. And I love that about Fishmans. Also, once I do have the pickup in, I can select one of two voices. It's the ultimate in versatility, and that's what I always just kind of like about them, is the versatility. And that's why the Fishmans are my favorite. And if I wasn't with Fishman as an artist, I would still be buying the crap out of them anyway. I mean, actually, honestly, I still buy them because if I'm impatient, really want to try something, I just order it on Amazon. And then Ken yells at me and goes, "Don't stop ordering stuff from Sweetwater or Amazon. Just ask me." And I'm like, "No, I wanted to try it. Goes rid of stock," or whatever. Anyway, but yeah, Fishman Fluent stuff. That's it. That's it for me. Favorite coffee currently? I'm always trying different coffee brands and flavors and mixes. I have figured out that I used to like real dark roast coffee. But as my taste kind of evolves, I really like a light or medium roast. And lately, I have been loving Stumptown coffee, which is local to the Northwest. It's in Portland. I've known Stumptown for a long time, but I think it's called Holy Mountain. I don't know, I'll put it right here. It's like a medium roast, and it is just so flavorful and so delicious. I also really like and enjoy Red Kettle Coffee. In California. Dan, if he's watching, what's up, man? Red Kettle Coffee is very, very delicious and fresh. And I like supporting the small folks too. Stumptown is not small anymore by any means, but Red Kettle Coffee is a delicious cup of coffee. And if it's good enough for Brad Paisley, it's good enough for me. Thoughts on getting a control surface? You know, I thought getting a control surface for quite a while. And originally I had an original Presonus fader port, and a control surface, if those of you who don't know, it's simply a surface that typically will have at least one fader and will have buttons for various features that are in your recording software, okay? So like play, stop, forward, arm track, panning, stuff like that. A lot of them are universal, meaning they're made to work with general recording software, and there's nothing too DAW specific about them, or there are stuff that is very DAW specific about them, like the Avid stuff, or the Persona stuff for that matter. When I beta tested the new version of the Presonus fader port, I totally fell in love with it because it was so much better than the original version. And since I've moved over to Persona Studio One, the DAW, it works and integrates so much better just as a control surface. I love it, and I use it every day. I like just pushing play and stop and moving the fader when I want. I use it all the time. It's just kind of become part of my workflow. And also, if I want to undo something or do something while I'm tracking guitar and while I'm holding a guitar, I simply let go with my left hand and hit the button and then back on. I don't have to do a shortcut on the keyboard or something like that. So for me, it's also a speed thing, an ergonomic thing, and a convenience thing all wrapped up in one. So if you haven't tried a control surface, definitely check one out, borrow one from a friend, or just, like buy a fader port. They're not super crazy expensive, but they could really improve your workflow. What are your thoughts on the 11 rack? Honestly, I have been asked about the 11 rack since the second I started this channel. And I've only spent a total of like 5 minutes with one. And I don't remember being blown away by it. Maybe I should revisit it. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I should just revisit the 11 rack. It's pretty dated by now though. My one memory I have of the 11 rack is a coworker when I was still at Boeing. This is back in like 2010. He was a old school, just a hardcore tube amp guy. He used to talk so much crap on digital anything. And then one day he was like, "Dude, I just got this 11 rack and I can jam on it. And it's so sweet, so sick. And it sounds just like a tube amp." And I was like, okay, I'm not even like, no, it doesn't. I haven't even played it. No, it doesn't. And he was like, no, it does. So I don't know, maybe I'm misinformed, or maybe I just totally missed the boat on the 11 rack, but it's so dated now. I think the newest version is technically the head rush, I believe. But I don't know, maybe I'll get one on the channel. Do you guys want to see that? I don't even know if anyone would even watch that video. But yeah, if you guys want to see something with the 11 rack, let me know. Tweet. I know I'm incredibly late to the party, but I am binge watching Mad Men, and good Lord, this show is brilliant. It is. And now, Fluff reads a tweet. I know I'm incredibly late to the party, but I am binge watching Mad Men, and good Lord, this show is brilliant. It is. My suggestion to you this week is to check out the new video from Sum 41 for the new single Out for Blood. Kind of sounds different than traditional Sum 41. It sounds heavy, it's aggressive. I love it. And Derek, the singer, seems to be in really good health these days. And yeah, it's just an all-around really good tune. And I thought you guys might enjoy it as well. All applicable links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.